Brian, happy Father's Day, and happy Father's Day to all the dads. We decided for Father's Day this year that we would do an interview so people could get to know you a little bit better. You're our executive pastor and a dad. And then also, we're both really competitive, and we thought, why don't we do a water war where you play the card game war, and each hand that each person wins, they get to throw a cup of water, and I have an increasingly larger cup of water. It doubles. I have 8 ounces here, 16, 32. And then the winner gets to pour a gallon of water on the loser.
And you shuffled these cards, which means I better shuffle them.
Yeah, you should. You should do some shuffling. I mean, I trust you. You've got.
I don't know if I trust you though.
There's no. Yeah, I can see your sleeves. You're good.
You might have stacked the deck on me.
Yeah. Couple of things that people might not know is that you were a coach, a basketball coach.
Yeah.
But before that, you went to University of Washington.
Yeah.
So I'm a Duck, and Brian is a Husky.
Yes.
Yeah. We're opposing sides. Yeah. Now you went to University of Washington, and at some point decided you wanted to be a basketball coach. Like, how did that happen?
So I'm at the University of Washington. I'm an undergrad, and I spent 2 seasons coaching high school basketball. And I loved coaching, but I didn't want to be a teacher. And actually, I really struggled with the parents. They were challenging. And so one night, I was sitting around with my then girlfriend, later fiance, and now wife, Kristen. She just basically was like, well, why don't you just coach college? And I was like, that's brilliant, but I have no idea how that's gonna work out. Like a week later, the head basketball coach at Washington got fired, and they hired a new guy, and I thought, well, maybe I could go talk to him.
Yeah.
And so I put on coat and tie, went down to the office at like 7 in the morning, and just told his secretary I just wanted 5 minutes.
Okay.
And I sat there until like 5 or 6 at night, and he walked by me and left, and I never talked to him. So I went home, and the next morning woke up. I changed ties because I had 2.
Right.
Because I was
Same suit.
Same suit. I only had 1. And then I went back and I sat there all day again. And about 5:30 the second day, her little intercom thing rang. She picked it up, and she said, "Yeah, and okay." And so I knew he had said, "Is he still there?"
Yeah.
And send him in. And so she looked at me and she's like, "You got your 5 minutes." And I went in, and then 5 minutes later, I had a job.
Oh, wow. How many years were you a coach?
18 seasons. I was a Division I men's basketball coach. So 2 seasons at UW, and then I went to Eastern Washington in the Big Sky, and I was there for 5, and we had a lot of success. And then went to Loyola Marymount down in LA, and was down there actually for 8 seasons, and then came to Montana State in 2008 for 3 years. That's how we ended up in Bozeman.
I'm probably avoiding actually playing war because I know this water is not warm, but
I'll draw first.
Okay.
10 of hearts. I'm feeling good.
Okay.
10 hearts.
King. So this isn't particularly warm.
Whew, that is not warm at all.
That was more fun than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, we should do one more of those because I really like that. This is a good idea I had. Yeah.
Oh, you're done. You're done.
Queen. Okay.
I'm calling it. Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
I thought about getting goggles or
What?
something, but
Goggles?
I don't know. Oh, that's so much worse than I thought it would be.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Wow. Now, so you were 18 seasons. 18 seasons. What made you leave coaching?
Yeah, so I'm here in Bozeman, and we were playing Weber State on a Saturday. And that particular Saturday, our second daughter, Maya, was also playing in like a little kids league. I mean, she was like 8 years old, just a little kids league. But it was like the championship game of the little league they had. So on Friday, I went to our head coach and I just asked him, like, can we move shoot around by like a half an hour, or can I be late or whatever, just so I can go watch Maya's game?
Right. It seems reasonable.
Feels reasonable.
Yeah.
And everything else. And he's a reasonable guy, but in this case, he said no.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't that big a deal, except I get home that night after the game and I asked Kristen, like, how'd the game go?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, they won and it was amazing. Maya hit the game-winning shot, like a free throw, like jump shot, and it was awesome. And at that moment, I was like, wow, like what a fail as a dad. Like I'm not even there. And I started to think that spring about the fact that, man, I'm pouring a lot and coaching everybody else's kids, but I'm not even there for my own kids. And that kind of set into motion a lot of time in prayer, like what would it look like to not coach?
Right.
And ultimately left coaching after the following season and went into business, and don't regret it at all.
Now, this whole time, you were pretty heavily involved in the churches that you would attend when you guys were raising your kids.
Yeah, both in LA and then here in Bozeman, I was on elder boards and things like that. So I was doing lay leadership, and Kristen and I were leading Bible studies. We were leading high school groups, college groups.
Okay, I've avoided it long enough. I'm ready. You're first. This is
Stepping
16
up.
ounces. This is legit right here. Yeah, and not warm.
7.
Not warm at all.
That sucks. But a 3 is worse than a 7. That's awesome. This might start to mess up your hair a little bit.
Yeah,
I think
for
it
sure.
might.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I brought a change of clothes.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's classic.
Oh, I'm glad my phone is waterproof. Here we go.
All right.
Next round.
This is gonna look good on you right here. By the
Yeah,
way.
that's
gonna look really good
That's a
on you.
lot of water, but I'm ready.
That's a 4. That's not a good thing for me. Come on.
Ooh,
Oh, that's not even close.
this isn't very warm. I'll warm it up. A little
Oh,
bit
that's
for you.
nice.
Yeah.
Wow. That is not warm. You put ice in that. That's so cold.
Almost. That's cold.
That's really cold.
All right, so last story. Though, if you win, you get this and the gallon. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot.
A lot of
more.
pressure.
Yeah. Here we go. What is with? You've got like a parenting how-to with push-ups.
Yeah, so when we were living in LA and our kids were little, like 5 and 6, our
Right.
first 2 were they were young, and we were struggling with discipline. So we just spent a lot of time, Kristen and I did, like, how do we discipline kids well? How can we do it so that it like resonates and changes behavior and whatever else?
Yeah.
Well, I remembered a story from when I was running camp, when I was coaching.
Oh.
One of the tests was we test kids, how many push-ups can you do in a minute? And it was like competitive with all the kids and whatever. One of my coaches comes up to me and he's like, hey, this 5th grader just did 95 push-ups in a minute. I'm like, you're a liar. Like, there is no way. So the kid comes up right in front of me. I got the stopwatch. I hit go. A minute later, he did 93. So like back to back. So I'm like, wow, this is legit. And I'm just like, how is it that you as a 5th grader can do 95 push-ups in a minute? That's amazing. And he just looks at me with like this total sheepish grin. And he's like, well, in my house, when you get in trouble, you do push-ups. And I'm like, really? And he goes, and I get in trouble a lot. And we were like, let's try it. And so we began to do push-ups. And the great thing about push-ups is you can do them on the side of the highway. You can do them at Walmart. You can do them
At Target?
in the church lobby. I want to see kids doing push-ups in the church lobby. Like, you can do it anywhere.
Yeah, it's a deterrent.
It is.
For sure.
Do you want to do push-ups?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. What I'm really worried about is the gallon. So, all right.
I got my card.
Okay. We're gonna do this one together.
Okay.
On 3. Ready?
Right.
1, 2, 3.
9.
I got a little left right there.
So
So that's a tie.
that's a tie.
All right. So one more for the gallon.
Same time.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
The lowest card.
I got a 4 and 1. You know, I might need to stand for this one. Dude, I'm like so.
Soaking. Yeah.
This is an opportunity though for people at Journey to see Brandon's hair messed up. Like, I think everybody would want to see that, don't you?
That's all the time.
All the time. Here we go.
Yeah. This is. I'm not doing this again. Happy Father's Day, Brian.
Happy
that was
Father's
good.
Day.
Good job.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well done. Happy Father's Day, Journey.
Happy Father's Day.